Hey Collective, let's get some messages here for the 12th. This is July 2022. And these are collective consciousness energy readings. This is for whoever's watching. If this vibes with you, great. If it doesn't, check out another reading around this date. These I find have been pretty helpful, so let's see what's going on, Collective. Please, God, clear, concise messages on a 3. Thank you, amen. All right, let's get the situation. What's the situation for the collective energies today? Alright, this is the situation for the collective. Alright, I take face-up cards only. If you don't like the shuffling, please scroll ahead. It's totally okay. All right. Wow. How exciting. Yeah, after some heartache and loss. Very interesting situation, guys. I feel a lot of hope here with all these cards together, even though we have the very heartbreaking 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups here. We have next to those the 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. So here we have a heartache rollover. This is just something that maybe you thought was just going to take over, be a heartache all your life. You weren't going to be able to enjoy something that, you know, was very fulfilling to your heart, very emotionally fulfilling, perhaps around a new direction. You could have been rerouted, right, by circumstance or by something outside of your, say, control or something like that, but it's in a very positive direction. So you could be saying goodbye here, or you or the other person around this situation, something could be letting go of, goodbye, right? Some sadness there, but only because you're moving in an extremely positive direction. So this is exciting to see. Doesn't necessarily mean a breakup, but it can. 3s usually, they can mean third-party influence, and here we do have some relationship energy with the 10 of Cups, so... And it could just be like one is over and something new is beginning, whether that's a job or relationship or career, you know, somewhere to travel, a place to visit, whatever it is, the situation for you, right, Collective? But you get to be successful here, that's for sure. Something that was causing you or someone else in this story some heartache. Anything that involved that here. All right, what are your thoughts? You or the other person's thoughts, okay? All right, here we have some stern energy. Yeah, laying down the law. And this is also, you know, looking at the law here, energy with the King of Swords, opposite of the Hierophant here in your thoughts. So Taurus, Aquarius energy coming out here. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Yeah, totally new direction. This is just... You're almost like, there's this feeling like between 2 worlds here. But it's teetering on something. Something is definitely between 2 worlds, or this is where your mind is about it. Really stern about, say, traditions as well. This is also considered a marriage card. If this was a collapse of something else, even though you're going into something new here, it could just be the final stages of that, right? New direction. Balancing 2 worlds, balancing 2 ideas, careers, relationships, whatever that is here. Or this prospect of that here in your thinking about the situation. Brand new beginning for sure, new life, right? With that Ace of Wands. Thinking about that leap. It's almost like that butterfly situation where it's a caterpillar and life is great as a caterpillar, but you almost don't know what happens after that wreck until you go through that wreck, which is the larva. And then the butterfly. So that's what I'm feeling here. There's almost like this, something was a hot mess for a little while, and then, but it led to this place, this new beginning, this new possible tradition for yourself. Being smart about something, solid too. We have two fixed energies showing up here in your thoughts. So being very focused and possibly stern, yeah, as I say with yourself, but highly intellectual. Could have to do with the spiritual world, religion, tradition, but again, also with marriage here. All right, what are your feelings? You are the other person's. All right. So the Judgment card coming back around, another chance. This is the second chance card. But it's also literally a call. This could feel like a calling. This is how you know you're going to go in this direction. How you know the goodbye is coming, or that farewell, or that sadness here, because out with the old, in with the new, right? So a call, a calling, or a judgment call could be very, very important here around the situation, collective. And today the situation is the 5 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. You could be overcoming something having to do with, I would say, old problems, or even programming, maybe even belief systems around love or happiness here as well. You're really helping yourself out of a dark spot, right? Because your heart is in the right place. You know that you can rise up. You know that you can try something differently this time, even if it's the second time around, even if it's, right? We see the 2s coming out a couple of times here. You can deal with something differently. You're a different person now. So let's see what the most probable outcome is here. I'm very curious. We have Jupiter energy indicated there with Judgment here in the heart. It's fire energy. So there can be a cleansing involved here too. But again, with higher, say, spiritual consciousness here as well in the heart space, there's a literal angel, right? So, yeah, a spiritual calling could be indicated here for you, depending on what this reading is for you. All right, what's the most probable outcome, collective? A lot going on, a lot of changes very rapidly. I'm reading when we have a lot of energy showing up within specific spots here, I read that as just extremely fast moving energy. So these decisions, this lifestyle, workplace, new beginning, with that, whatever this is that's emotionally fulfilling here, that is bound for success, that's another way to do things here, is moving extremely rapidly. Most probable outcomes. So here we have this couple energy. We have an air sign couple. We have Libra energy showing up here, the masculine version with the king. But now we have that divorce queen showing up as well. So yes, I do feel an element of stops and starts here, guys, but success no matter what. That direction is chosen. I do see that here. And the cut has been made, whatever it is, right? Whatever broke your heart in the past. Something is too incredibly exciting now. I think it's with this judgment, especially in your heart space about the situation, right? We have this, there's an extremely special, or again, like a spiritual, and perhaps even healing quality here. So nothing's going to get away, that's for sure. A 4 of swords, the devil, the ace of cups, the 7 of swords, the queen of swords, and the chariot in the most probable outcome. So lots more swords energy. We see this here right from the beginning. Okay, so this broken heart, definitely leaving something behind. A divorce is probably underway, trying to, you know, solve that paperwork possibly. Splitting up assets, homes, cars, that type of thing. There's a lot of love here. There's a love in a new direction. Look at both the beginning and the end of the reading have 2 aces. This is an overflowing cup of love. This is being led in a direction that is 100% fulfilling. And that's what's going on here with this heart space. The 9 and the 10 of cups showing up around this new beginning. You have to leave the past behind to get here. You can communicate differently. You or the other person, right? About the direction you're taking. I would watch for manipulation here, that you or the other party is not engaged in that. Look for old programming. Knee-jerk reactions is another way to frame that, particularly if you're trying something new. Development is very important at this time. So we have this recovery here, this possible obsession or control factor around this overflowing love. Someone could be trying to withhold their emotions here as well, and how much they're sharing here as well, possibly around a trip or something having to do with vehicles, cars, homes, success, self-control, I would say self-actualization here is featured. But being true, I do get this rebellion energy from the 7 of swords here. Wow. You know, he can be tricky. He's a gambler. It's a gamble. This is definitely new territory, right? So it can be considered a gamble, but nonetheless, it doesn't have to be tricky. It can be about being a lone wolf, doing something different. You know, learning a new language. Here as well. So that is very interesting. Collective. Wow. I never know what I'm going to see here. This is very interesting to see how it plays out. Here with the external energy or events or people that could be playing a part in your story today. The Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, and the Fool. Wow, I love this. More Taurus energy. Someone is very solid. Someone could have strong Taurus in their chart, and by that I mean the first 5 planets or your rising. So Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury, or Mars, or your rising. If Taurus is there, this is probably extra strong for you just because that energy is showing up twice. Aries energy here. Extremely exciting right across from this Pisces energy where it's all about romance, love, poetry, sharing, expressing of these emotions. And someone is very solid, practical, down to earth, possibly well-to-do, you know, living their best life, you know, investments, very much part of this energy, wealth, okay? So with these guys looking across from each other, I would expect a message of, you know, poetry or romantic interest here. You or the other person could be coming in. Or it could just be older earth sign male energy. Someone is very practical, down to earth, hardworking, money orientated, okay? But this person or this energy is very much interested in matching warm energy. This cold energy is coming from the divorce, whether that's literal or not, okay? This separation, whatever this is. So internal to you or subconscious energy, 8 of Swords, Page of Cups, and the 8 of Wands. Not shocked to see this guy here at all. Definitely communication coming in. This call, it's coming from the heart. It's unavoidable. So much emotion is being, you know, is developing here. Whether this is a partnership, new direction, whatever this is, right? But the emotions are definitely tapped into. So this being too close to a problem, or this Eight of Swords, again with this energy, this thinking, old programming energy, this is really imagination, misuse of imagination, where it could be just like believing that you're stuck, believing old stories, self-limitation, right? So again, with the holding back, so self-limitations, these two eights around this communication, fast communication, sudden, possibly unexpected communication around an apology or a proposal. I don't think it's gonna, this person, you or the other person is not gonna be able to hold back though, because there's a compulsion element here to take charge with this Chariot especially. It's only a matter of time, right? Because we have a couple of fours. Where's my other four? Oh, right here. Four of Wands, Four of Swords here. A couple of aces, two eights. Those could be meaningful. Two twos. Yeah, very interesting in terms of duplicates like that. So overall energy for the whole reading, 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. This is an uphill battle. Someone really wants this lifestyle. This is about lifestyle and status, possibly and very probably marital. But even if it isn't, it's workplace, what you're known as, your reputation, okay? Very much featured here. Business opportunities are featured here as well. And wittiness and smarts and intelligence will win this, especially if the heart is involved. I would use your wits at this point. Communicate. Keep fears and doubts to yourself at this time. Try to enjoy things. Expect success. Go slow. This is slow-moving energy. Allow something to naturally take place. But I promise you here, collective, you or the other person with this situation is very eager to reach the finish line around this happy home, around this complete new beginning, around togetherness, this companionship. The Four of Wands talks about that beautiful happy home, the firm foundations. And with this leap of faith in this direction toward all this emotional energy, the Ace, the Page, the Knight of Cups, the 8, rather the 9 and the 10. It's like you're doing it all for love, and these are just sort of, say, the hurdles that you need to go through to get to the finish line. But it is approaching. Yeah, these readings are 24 hours from the date whenever you watch them. The date is just the date today. So if you happen to watch it whenever, hopefully it's meaningful for you. And I love doing these for you. So thank you again for watching. I'm going to leave it there. And I hope it was helpful to someone out there. Until the next time, take care, collective. Bye for now.